actually it takes the input from your cable or DirecTV box and passes it through to your TV. Oh, we never did set up the DirecTV on this one. Did we?
I did.
Oh, you're the man. So we're going to see how you can watch TV. I can snap, for instance, they have an NFL application. I can snap to the corner we're watching TV. There you go. All right. So give me a command. Let's say Xbox.
Show guide.
Show guide. It doesn't hear me. I think because we moved it around, it's not hearing me as well as it used to.
We're in a noisy, somewhat noisy studio.
Xbox. Show guide. Show guide. I've been using this in my home environment, even with loud TV going on, and it works really well to be able to talk. You can say, Xbox, watch HBO, and it will jump to that channel. It actually knows what channels are available to me. It shows the programming guide. I can go to shows. I can go to channels. We're not getting the best results in here. I think it's because probably I need to resync this after moving the Kinect around. Xbox, watch KGO. Guess we don't have HBO on here, but you see it gives you a list in green of things you can watch. Watch ABC.
I don't think the infrared is bouncing.
Oh, that's another issue. All right, let's talk about that. This really worked really well. You tell it what receivers you have, what cable box or satellite box you have, what TV you have, and then it floods the room with infrared and bounces it off. Now, our DirecTV box is nowhere in infrared line of sight from this device, so it's not going to be able to control that. That makes sense.
It was earlier, so...
Where is our... Our box is where? It's right like, there. Oh, it's down there? All right. But it does, in fact, work quite well to control the receiver. When I say Xbox turn on, it turns on everything. I can change channels directly, and at home it works quite well. There were a few little glitches. One, my very recent Samsung OLED TV, it didn't know about that. I've heard from some people that the Pioneer, Kuro TVs, it doesn't have that. But these can all be updated very simply in software by Microsoft. It works very well as a universal remote control. If you decide you don't want to use voice control, you can, of course, always use the Xbox controller. And what I really like is Microsoft has made a free app, a smart glass app, available on every platform, iOS, Android, and of course on Windows Phone, that lets me do a lot of things direct. You know, let me do it on the big one here. And I got the Lumia 1520. We can run the smart glass app on here. You'd be able to see it a little bit better. I can see everything that's going on. I can control it. I even have a remote control right here, so I could press this to go back to Xbox Home. I should be able to. I wonder what's going on. You know, I have a feeling that we have lost connectivity with this Xbox. It knows we're watching TV. I could pause it. I should be able to pause it.
We don't have a DVR. So the pausing and stuff only works.
That's for the DVR. I think, yeah, and I also think this is not seeing it very well. Oh, sorry. Let's try that again here. And see, it's not...
well, you are home.
Oh, I am home. I didn't notice.
So we can around there.
Everything's live inside the home thing. There are some people who are talking about the fact that it is like the PlayStation 4, a very horizontal layout, and I guess as you add more things to pinning and stuff, it may start to fill up. But I find that you have pretty good control of what you want to use. There's some really great apps on here. This is the NFL app, which allows you to watch a lot of NFL video. You can say what your favorite team is. It's not so much different from going to NFL.com, except it's a lean-back experience. It's on the big screen TV. I have to say, there are a lot of negatives on the Xbox. As you can see, it's not perfect yet. But the promise of this being more than a game machine, and I've played all these games, by the way, and had a lot of fun doing it. The promise of it being more than a game machine is really exciting. And this is something that really belongs in my living room and can do so many things. I don't need a Roku or an Apple TV. You can't watch iTunes, obviously, but if you watch Amazon, you can use that. You can keep track of your friends and their achievements. You can have your gamer avatar. You could see... This is Alex, who's apparently doing all of this stuff. Oh, wait a minute, that's because we were doing it. But I can also scroll down and see what Justine, she's playing Forza Motorsports. Paul Thurrott, he can't stop playing Call of Duty. It's really fun to be able to see your friends, see how they're doing. It's very social. I can, as I'm playing a game, for instance, record 30 seconds of video. What's the command? Xbox, save this video, something like that. Record that. And it will take the 30 seconds that just went by, save it, and upload it automatically to its upload site. They don't support Twitch.tv yet. They don't support 3D Blu-ray yet, but they are presumably going to add that in the future. Blu-ray movies play very well on this. That's another big asset added to the Xbox One. All right, I know this has gone on and on. In fact, I haven't even really scratched the surface of all I can do. But let me give you the pros and cons of the Xbox One. In terms of pros, it's a lot quieter and a lot cooler operation. I think we could safely say the red ring of death is dead. It also has a Blu-ray player finally, which means I can use this as my Blu-ray player. No 3D yet, but that's coming soon, I'm sure. I love the integration with my home theater. It did it flawlessly and easily, including remote control. It becomes, in effect, a universal remote control that allows you to use your iPhone, your Android phone, or your computer to control it via Smart Glass, Microsoft's second screen technology. The games are pretty playable, you know, but that is, if we talk about cons, is the real con. You cannot play Xbox 360 games on this, and that means you have to play the games that the games that have come out specifically for this, and right now that's fewer than 20 games. There'll be more, I'm sure, in time, but it is somewhat of a limitation. If the games you see are games you want to play, that's a good sign. Of course, they do have some of the bigger titles. Call of Duty Ghosts and Battlefield 4 are really fun to play on here. And the games that are exclusive to Xbox, like Rise, Son of Rome, and Dead Rising 3 are also, I think, quite good. I haven't played the Zumba game yet. I can't speak for that. I have played some of the Kinect games, and there are downloadable games. I have the Kinect Rivals, which is a sports game. And that's another pro on this, is that the new Kinect, completely redesigned, doesn't have many of the downsides of the old one. The old one, you had to move furniture out of the way. You had to be 10 feet away from it. You can do the Kinect right up next to it now, and that's a lot of fun. So all in all, I have to say this is a definite buy. I am very happy I got the Xbox One. When I started hearing about PlayStation 4 and all the great things it could do, I started to feel a little bit bad that maybe I'd chosen the wrong device. I'm very excited. I think the Xbox One is great out of the box and is getting better all the time. Here's all the commands. Microsoft published this today, a list of the Xbox commands, and I guess I'm just going to have to use this as a cheat sheet for a while. Let's see. Go ahead.
Xbox, show my stuff. It's not recognized.
It heard Xbox. Didn't hear show my stuff.
But it went to your home. I don't know if it's because I'm not usually signed into your box. It may
now
not
this is kind of cool. So when you come in and sit down, it can recognize up to 6 people. Facial recognition means that it will know it's Alex. It should, in theory, show Alex's Xbox home. There it is. Configured. Now that's kind of amazing. That is all of your pinned stuff, all of your apps.
So I'm going to pass the controller to you, and then you hit the home button.
And see if it goes back to me, right? We've messed with this a little bit because, yeah, and now I'm logged back in. You see me, and this is my unique home screen. Things like that make this very interesting. When you go over to somebody's house who has an Xbox One, if you have an Xbox One, it'll know about your games. It'll know about your movies. It'll know about your login. It'll automatically recognize. You can recognize 6 people in the room, put their names over each of them, and as you hand off the controller, or you have, it comes with only one controller, but if you have more than one controller, it allows you to participate together in a very easy, fluid way. I feel like this is the beginning of something big. Not exactly perfect yet, but I think very impressive. A definite buy, even at $500. And, of course, I expect in the years to come it'll get less expensive. They'll probably be slimline, and, of course, a lot more games. Really, a really nice game machine.